it's total free will, and yet there are parameters, but you can't just go according to your sun sign, of course. You have to go according to the whole huge picture, which most people don't study.
That's what you were describing, Jupiter and Aquarius?
Well, I was just saying with Jupiter and Aquarius, everything is related to everything else, and Jupiter and Aquarian people really believe that. It's all part of one thing.
Not everybody believes that.
No.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have trine MC. What does MC stand for?
So the MC is the midheaven. So when Jupiter is in harmony with the midheaven, it says yes to the career. It says yes to the career point. It says, I will take my Jupiterian energy and I will infuse it into my career.
Okay.
So it's a really lovely phone wire. I was talking about Monica's chart with the phone wires, but it's like, what is talking to what, and who is talking to who, and where, Jupiter, in the simplest way, here's the moon, Venus, Mercury, Mars, let's just do those. The sun is like a sponge, so Jupiter on the sun is like your Jupiterian if Jupiter is conjunct the sun. Jupiter conjunct the sun is like the person feels Jupiter, feels yes, right? Jupiter moon, big feeling, upliftment. You might have an uplifting effect on other people's emotional life. Jupiter Mercury, big communication, fabulous communicator, many words, Jupiter Mars, big enthusiasm, big, charging off, great sense of can-do,
Opposite Mars?
Then you'll have a little bit of, it's interesting, Terry Lynn was talking today, a hand analyst was talking today about how if Mars is not active enough, Jupiter can't point. So it can't be altruistic, it can't do what it's meant to do. So if Mars, I thought immediately about astrology, and I was like, well, if Mars and Jupiter are having a conflict, I also have Mars square Jupiter, then Jupiter can't go out and say, it has a little bit of, it needs a little bit more Marsiness. And so you're trying to find the balance with Mars opposite Jupiter between the two. And then Jupiter, Venus, all good, sweet love things, that which we value is magnified. That's another way to think about Jupiter, is it's anything it shines its light on, reaches its arm out to, connects with, is magnified.
Can you describe just for a second?
Yeah.
Semi-square Mercury?
Yeah, semi-square gets more complicated. What I would say about that is, I would say that when Mercury and Jupiter are not that comfortable with one another, Mercury is the little mind and is the one that's always trying to sort of figure out in a very concrete way the day-to-day things. And Jupiter wants the big picture, so they need to find a way. So the Mercury mind that can be a little scattered and needs to find a way to channel its energy with the big picture Jupiter.
Yeah, just starting my life.
Yeah.
No, but so
the semi-square is like a square, but it's not quite as intense.
Okay.
It's half a square.
So it's half a square,
Yeah.
so it's half as difficult in a sense.
Yeah. You
Something
could say
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it's easier to fix. Yeah. All right, we're going to call it a night, and thank you so much for coming. And talk to me afterwards if you would like, and come to the Jupiter workshop because it's going to be expansive. It's going to be a blessing.
Yeah.
Jupiter's a blessing. Jupiter's a blessing. And think with your Jupiter, what can I give to the world, and what can I receive? Yes.